Hello guys,
Hello.
and welcome to our remake of Silent Hill 1.
Yeah, we're attempting to now do a re-let's play of this game because we're using an emulator, so we thought it'd be a good idea to revisit a classic survival horror game.
KCET. What, no KFC?
I know, that was a terrible joke. I don't even know what I was thinking back then. I was really idiotic back then. You can watch this badass intro. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to attempt for the true ending of the game, which is just a good ending where Sybil's not mentioned, because in Silent Hill 3 she wasn't mentioned that if she was alive or not. So I think it's best if we play through it, but we get the good ending instead. You know, the one where you kill Sybil.
Yeah.
Because we got the best ending last time. Since there's no dialogue here, we can talk about the intro here.
Yeah, so it's not like we're ruining it for you people.
Yeah, we're mainly going to talk during the cutscenes where characters mainly talk, but this is the introduction. There's no dialogue in this intro, except for
we'll keep quiet when they actually do talk.
Yeah, exactly. But I would say I do like this intro. I mean, the music especially is the thing I like about it the most.
Especially the music.
Yeah, I just said that.
I know. I'm just supporting you in terms of the music. I definitely agree.
Yeah. It's creepy, atmospheric, mysterious. There's a lot of tracks later on in the game that kind of like spooked me out as a kid. I mean, I remember seeing this for the demo and that actually made me want to buy this game. Because they actually had a demo disc for this game that came with Metal Gear Solid. If you ever owned that in the Power region, you would get the demo of Silent Hill. It's kind of weird how you see that cutscene bit and you never actually see it in the game itself. But they did a blooper at the end in the credits, which was pretty funny.
Drive on ahead.
Yeah. I would say this is probably my second favourite game in this series as well.
Second one obviously being your favourite.
Yeah, 2 was always my favourite in the series. I loved the first 3 Silent Hills as a kid.
I love that fish.
Oh, yeah, Dali looked like a monster there for a second. It looked like a monster possessed her of some sort. How did she get on the road? How did she get there in the first place?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah. Alright, so actually we're going to be playing the American version of Silent Hill since we're doing this on the emulator. One difference that you could tell, any of you who've played the PAL and Japanese version, is that if you look at the background, it's different. Because in our version, it's like a black background with fog beneath it, whereas here you've got like a distance with a light and some sort of... What's that supposed to be in the background?
I think that's a person.
Yeah, could be. And there's like that little crane, whatchamacallit thing. Looks like a crane or some sort.
Well, let's just check this first.
Check the options menu first, see what we got. Right, and we're good to go. Playing on normal.
I much prefer in the webcam version. It sounded like we were firing a freaking gunshot.
Yeah, I remember that when we used to play this, yeah. That was years back now, isn't it? Good times. Back when life wasn't so complicated. And the good news is it'll be at 60 Hz, so it'll run smoother and quicker. Okay, now we're controlling it for the first time. You notice how it snows a lot here, doesn't it, in Silent Hill 1? In the later Silent Hill games it was just normal fog, but in Silent Hill 2 they actually had, as you can see, it's snowing. And that. Actually, there's one thing I want to do in the options menu, actually. Just quickly. So you can actually, what you can do is you go to the extra, you can actually swap the walk and run. So you can just move the analog stick and he'll run. Instead of having to like hold down the button to run. Which is pretty neat. So you just move the analog stick and he runs. Like in a modern game. I remember one thing I remember liking so much was like the bonus content, like the amount of bullets in that you can add to your cartridges.
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl? you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
Okay, granted, I will admit, I do think the voice acting is a bit
But hey, this was like the 1990s. What you expect?
yeah. I don't know, bad voice acting in a horror game I think kind of works because it makes the game more scary in a way. And that's what horror games are meant to be about. They're meant to be terrifying. But having bad voice acting, if you can actually have bad voice acting that's like so bad it's good kind of thing category.
Man, look at Resident Evil 1.
Yeah, exactly. So really, I think if it's entertaining and it makes you laugh, then I do consider that to be more of a positive. So yeah. I've actually attempted a speedrun of this game before, like I could probably do a speedrun of it.
But it's been years since he did this, so
Yeah.
we might not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a bit clumsy with the controls, actually. Actually, the controls aren't so bad if you use that reverse technique I mentioned. You just move the analog stick, then he runs, so you don't have to hold down the button.
It's getting dark.
Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, of course not. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see in the dark now, would you, Harry? Unless he has Jedi powers.
What is this? What's going on here?
Okay, one thing you notice here, look at those enemies. Now, if you remember when we played the PAL version, they actually look different here. They didn't have knives or held knives.
Yeah. And this bit is scripted, by the way. You die no matter what.
Yeah, basically what happens is once you... If I can show you. But basically, if you get to the end, there's like a fence that blocks it. See?
Yeah.
And that fence wasn't there before.
Yeah, and you pretty much can't get out.
So what you have to do is you just have to let the enemies kill you.
Shortest game ever.
Yep. The game's finished, people. That's the end of our Let's Play. Now, I must admit, how did he get here exactly?
It must have been a dream.
Probably.
Was I dreaming?
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm alright, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here. I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen a little girl? Just turned 7 last month. Short, black hair. My daughter.
Sorry. The only person I've seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me. But from what I can tell, something bizarre's going on. That's all I know. What's your name?
Harry. Harry Mason.
Sybil Bennett. I'm a police officer from Brams, the next town over. The phones are all dead, and the radio too. I'm going back to call in some reinforcements. Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
No way. It's dangerous out there.
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Have you got a gun?
No.
Take this, and hope you don't have to use it. Now listen to me. Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting. And don't do it unless you have to. And don't go blasting me by mistake. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
You do best to stay nearby. I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
Let's hope she can do that then.
Yeah, we were just like mouthing the entire thing while she was talking.
Yeah, I must admit that that's the thing about the voice acting. I feel is like they don't really show a lot of emotion. I feel like you can tell it's like they're just going, Sybil Bennett, I'm a police officer from Brams. The next town over. That's what I mean.
But like Resident Evil 1, it's so bad it's good.
No, I do think it is better than Resident Evil in some degree. I'm gonna save here.
Bingo.
Yep. A radio. Is it broken? Can't hear anything. Yeah.
No, I guess we'll just go out the door and...
What's that? Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Okay, if you played the demo of that game, you know, it actually ends right there just before he smashes through the window. And that actually made me want to buy the game. Just to find out what happened next.
Yeah.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Well, we'll definitely pick up that radio.
Yep, we're gonna need it. Of course we're gonna need it. I guess I'll check that alleyway again.
Yeah, and hopefully it doesn't get blocked off this time.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm gonna go back down that alleyway that nearly killed me.
Or rather, it did kill you in a dream.
Yeah, plus he went down that alleyway really far at the far end, and it came across a dead corpse. Why would you want to go back there?
I've got no idea.
Okay,
Yeah, so you're going the right way.
good. Actually, you don't have to go down there if you don't want to, but I'm going to go down there to pick up the steel pipe.
Having a steel pipe is pretty fun.
Yeah. I prefer... When it comes to Silent Hill, I've always preferred the firearms because using melee weapons can actually risk losing a lot of your health. You can get killed very easily. I mean, the thing is, the knife I've always found to be kind of useless as a weapon, and not a weapon I normally use. Out of the melee weapons, I would probably say the katana is one of the cooler ones, but then again, it has its issues with range attacks and stuff. So I just stick with the guns mainly most of the time. It's easier, and plus you're more likely not to lose health.
Is that a weird camera angle again?
Yep. It actually adds tension to the game and makes it more cinematic. Got some handgun bullets here. There's even a, like, when you beat the game, there's like a option where, you know, when you pick up handgun bullets, it's like 10 bullets.
Mm.
If you manage to, like, change the number on the extra options, you can, like, you pick up one box and it's like 50 bullets in one package.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So you can have, like, tons of ammunition if you wanted. Alright, steel pipe.
Might as well pick up the notes as well.
Isn't this Cheryl's sketchbook? She's at the school.
I like his acting there. She's at the school. Maybe I should go there. And probably get myself killed in the process. Look at this notebook here. Sketchbook cover, this picture, it's me.
Well, I doubt it looks like you. I mean, for God's sake,
Those eyes are big.
I mean, for God's sake, it looks like Fortescue from Medieval, but with an extra eye.
Yeah, exactly. The first picture that Cheryl drew in the sketchbook that I gave on her 5th birthday. So that was given to her on her 5th birthday. Actually, one thing I want to point out is, you know this inventory right here? You notice there's like a number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and it tells you the name of what it's called. In our version, the PAL version, it doesn't say number 2 or number 3, it just says what the name of the item is. Or
I guess the numbers wasn't really necessary in the European version.
actually, the Japanese version and the American version, it has like number 2, number 3, number 4 in that, but in the PAL version, it doesn't have that. It's not a big deal, it's just a little nitpick or anything like that.
I guess the PAL version just didn't really need it, because you could tell what weapon it was.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting attacked. Horribly. Because I like to save ammunition for boss battles mainly.
Yeah, so let's switch to our steel pipe.
I barely use the steel pipe. I just run around and dodge enemies and avoid them from attacking me. Because the thing is, if you try going up against enemies with a steel pipe, I think you're more likely to get attacked and you can lose a lot more health that way, I think. Alright, so if we run down here, there's going to be like a health drink in one of the cars. And that car is actually the same car that Harry was in earlier when he crashed. At the very beginning of the intro. That very car there. My car. Where's Cheryl? I hope she's safe.
Apparently there was a health drink laying down inside the vehicle.
Yeah, but the actual... Well, yeah, but it looks like he picked it out of the front of the boot.
Like,
So-
what was it doing in the engine?
Yeah, a health drink is in the engine. If he's driving a lot, it's more likely to spill everywhere and mess up his car, if anything. Yeah, this is a place I normally like to go to because in this place you can find like many health drinks in here and health med packs and etc.
There is one here.
Oh, no shit. Okay, there's 2 here. So we'll take these, yoink. Yeah, but what if those health drinks are out of date and he drinks them? Okay.
First proper health kit.
Yep. And another save point.
We're gonna save there.
Well, what we'll do is we'll get the keys and then we'll go to the house and then we'll save there.
Alright.
I do like how there's not many loading times either. The only loading times you mainly get is when you go through doors and stuff. But then again, it doesn't take that long. Graphically, for a PS1 game, it looked pretty good. I mean, the textures and the environments more so than the character models. For a PS1 game, it looked really good. It was like 1999 this came out, I think. If you look at his shoes, they look like floppers. Like when he takes his foot off, they look like they're like floppers. Alright, and here's key of line. Handgun bullets. One thing I like is that he doesn't bend down to pick them up. He just picks them up and then you just say if you want or not. Whereas in some games you have to bend down to pick stuff up all the time. You know, sometimes waste a couple of seconds and you might get attacked by an enemy. So I like how you can just pick it up and then move along. It's more faster paced as well. It's like much more faster paced instead of having to just wait for a few seconds for the character to bend down and pick what he needs to pick up. So, one more key to get. Well, 2 keys actually, I'm saying. And run into a wall. Key of Sparrow.
I think this is also where you get one of the pieces for UFO gun, I think.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, the UFO gun is what you have to do is you have to get the UFO ending, and you have to use the stone or chilling stone, I think it's called. I can't remember the name of the stone, but it's the stone where you have to use it in 5 locations. I think it was 5, but you have to use them in these different locations. And once you use them, then you get the UFO ending. Then you reload your game, and that's when you get the UFO blaster.
And then you have to like do it on subsequent playthroughs in order to get a good weapon.
Yeah, the thing about this game is that every time you complete a difficulty, it moves up. So say if you beat the game on easy and reload your data, it will move to normal. And then when you beat on normal and load it back up, it will move to hard. So you're not given the choice of what difficulty you want to pick. It just moves it moves the difficulty up.
Plus, once you do use it, it goes right back down to the beginning.
Yeah, it does. It moves the difficulty up. So what I do is that if you want to have an easier experience, I would start the game on easy, beat the game, then it moves on to normal, then it moves on to hard. And then by the time you beat hard mode, you'll have the UFO blaster. Then again, it's not a problem for me because I can beat the game on hard mode. So, and again, I know a lot about this game, so I can do it on hard mode. I've done it before on hard mode, and the only really difficult thing is that lizard boss battle, because on hard mode, he's a pain in the bum on hard mode. Because obviously his jaw, once it gets you, it can kill you instantly.
Yikes.
Exactly. Also, you know the inventory screen? It actually has different colours depending on what difficulty you play on. Like the little tab bars have different colours to them. If you play on easy, it's green. If it's normal, it's blue. And if it's hard, it's purple.
Interesting.
Yeah, because if you look in inventory here, I'm playing on normal, it's blue. But if you're playing easy, it'd be green. And hard would be purple. Just kind of interesting.
Imagine if it had an extreme mode, maybe it would be rainbow coloured.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash. Yeah, that's the other thing. I like that show. Friendship is Magic is good stuff. I must admit, I think I like the first series. That's my favourite, or probably 2 or 4.
Got my dogs.
And to think series series 6 is coming out in like a few weeks as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Well, let's just hope that it does good as Season 5 did.
Yeah, use the house key. I like Season 5 as a whole, despite I think the climax, the last 2 episodes.
The end didn't need it working on.
The last 2 episodes, I think the last 2 episodes could have been better, but overall, I liked Series 5. Though I've always liked the Series 4 last 2 episodes, because the battle between T-Rex and Twilight is
freaking awesome.
This brings back good memories. Yeah, nothing useful. This brings back good memories.
As I flash back to that clip right now.
Oh, hang on bullets. Harry, that are special. Take them. Thank you.
Nothing useful.
Yeah, nothing special. You need those bullets. They are special. That's what keeps me alive. Take those bullets. Thank you. Seriously, I hate when he said that. Nothing special. Yeah, and I assume this health drink ain't nothing special either.
And you can tell how shitty the quality was back then.
Yeah.
So if you didn't know where the locations were of these keys, this map tells you where
Good
it
thing
is.
you already knew where they were.
Yeah, I copied it to the map. So basically, if you had a hard time trying to find them, the line, the circle, and the arrow tell you where they are, or give you hints as to where they roughly are. Let's see if there's a save point around here. Yep, there is. Yep. That's that done now.
Alright, so we'll see you guys next time in our remake of Silent Hill.
Until then, see you later.